1,000 times faster than Rust. Not faster than Python, faster than Rust. One person, 1 year, written by hand. Let me show you how he did it, and what it is worth on your machine. This is Gigatoken, a Rust library chewing through GPT-2 text at 24.5 gigabytes per second. Same machine, same file. Hugging Face does 24.8 megabytes, TikToken 36. That is 989 times Hugging Face, 681 times TikToken. 2 receipts before anybody celebrates. 1, the output is not wrong. Byte exact match against Hugging Face on 20,401 documents. 2, and this one cuts the other way. Gigatoken swallows the whole 11.9 gigabyte file and finds boundaries itself. Hugging Face gets 100 megabytes, TikToken 1 gigabyte, both pre-split. Defensible, but a cold cache run would be stronger. Real result, real validation, generous benchmark. Hold on to 989. Your number comes later, and it is different. Here is the part that should mess with you. Hugging Face Tokenizers is not slow Python glue, neither is TikToken. Both hot paths are already multi-threaded Rust, so nobody rewrote anything in a faster language. He beat optimized Rust by 3 orders of magnitude with a better algorithm, which leaves the question that decides whether you care. Where does a faster tokenizer actually pay? There is a law for that, and you should run it before you get excited. Amdahl's law is undefeated. Take 0.1% of your runtime, make it infinitely fast, and you save 0.1%. While a model streams tokens for 30 seconds, your tokenizer is a rounding error on the invoice, unless tokenization was never on that path. And there are 3 places where it isn't. Place 1. Before a single GPU wakes up, the author does pre-training and describes runs that spend days on huge numbers of CPUs just to tokenize a dataset like DCLM. Days, metered by the hour. At the headline rate, the README does the arithmetic. All 130 trillion tokens of Common Crawl in under 6.5 hours. Here, tokenization is not 0.1% of anything. It is the door in front of the training run. Place 2 is inference, the hard case, so the author measured it. Qwen 3, 8 billion parameters, 1 B200, 2,000 tokens in, 30.7 milliseconds becomes 29, 8,000, 105 becomes 96, 32,000, 687 becomes 634, 5 to 8% off time to first token, 10% better at P99. Preliminary author numbers, but measured end-to-end, so the honest number is not 989, it's 8. And if you have ever fought for 8% of your tail latency, you know how loud that is. Place 3 is everything that runs before the expensive model: routing, rate limits, moderation, retrieval, tiny classifiers. Platform teams tokenize early on purpose, because the decisions after it depend on that. And on a small BERT classifier, where the rest of the pipeline moves gigabytes per second, tokenization can eat more than 10% of runtime. Smaller model, fatter tokenizer slice. Amdahl is still undefeated. The fraction just moved. So how do you beat Rust by 1,000? 2 pillars, not 1 clever loop. Pillar 1 is the scanner. Before BPE merges anything, text gets split into words, numbers, and punctuation. That is pretokenization, and GPT-2 defines it with 1 dense, regular expression. Almost everyone hands that regex to an engine and pays for it forever. Gigatoken implements the rule by hand. No engine, minimal branches, and at runtime it picks AVX5112, AVX2, or NEON for the machine it wakes up on. Pillar 2 is a pretoken cache, so work already done never happens twice. Scanner plus cache. That is the shipped architecture, and how he found it is public. He kept an optimization journal, every step, including the ones that blew up. On Apple Silicon, the earlier best in that journal used handwritten NEON, real ARM intrinsics, 16 bytes at a time, 462 megabytes per second. Then he tried SWAR, load 8 characters into 164-bit integer. An OR folds the case, two branchless subtractions test all 8 bytes for letters at once, and trailing zeros finds where the run breaks, plain integer math. 0 intrinsics, half the width of the neon path, 830 megabytes per second. And it is not SIMD bad. The shipped library still uses CMD. Deleting framework dispatch beat doubling his vector width. Now the pillar nobody puts in a headline. The author says caching is the hard problem here. Cache a pretoken's token IDs and you skip the merges entirely. Except language has a long tail from hell. The and repeat forever, while URLs, code, names, and Unicode invent new pretokens faster than you can store them. So the hierarchy has to keep hot entries close, stop cold garbage poisoning memory, and stay cheaper than the work it skips. Which is why the readme credits the last major speedup to branch elimination and that cache hierarchy. Then he hits a wall at about 840 megabytes per second. Not bandwidth, latency. You cannot start the next token until you know where this one ends. A chain roughly 25 cycles long. The fix is filthy. Find a byte pattern that guarantees a token boundary, then run 2 independent cursors inside one loop. The out-of-order engine fills one cursor's dead cycles with the other's work. 840 becomes 1049, and he published the failures. A hot-cold Unicode split regressed to 580. The inline barrier blocked the compiler. A provably correct 2-pass classifier collapsed to 354 because memory traffic cost more than the branches it deleted. Profile-guided optimization did nothing and hurt an older version. Anybody can post the victory lap. This repo posts the profiler saying no. So who does this? Marcel Rudd, an ML systems researcher at Stanford over roughly a year. His AI disclosure is unusually specific. The performance core was mostly handwritten with no AI, and the JIT history proves it. AI came in later, the API, porting SIMD strategies, compatibility, and the cache hierarchy. Now your number. 989 came off a 144-core EPYC, and you do not have one. The 2-line drop-in wrapper, 2 to 300 times. Ryzen desktop, Hugging Face is 106 times slower. 4 vCPU cloud box, about 26 times TikToken. Sentence piece, 7 to 22. Word piece is not supported yet. Look at that list again. The smallest number on it is 26 times faster. Anywhere else in your stack, that would be the headline. A few rough edges, listed by the author himself. Sentence piece is barely optimized. Windows is barely tested. The API is still pre-1.0. One open question 2. The pretoken cache keys on a 42-bit hash, and a collision could hand you the wrong tokens. No published answer yet. Worth asking, not a demonstrated bug. The counterweight sits in the same frame. Exact validation. 20,401 documents match, byte for byte against Hugging Face. Real evidence, if not proof, for every cold cache workload. So here's the call. Pre-training, routers, small classifiers, latency-sensitive prefill, a serious upgrade, and 2 lines to try. Long generation? Let your profiler pick the moment. The number that mattered was never 989. It was the percentage on your critical path. One person found 3 orders of magnitude inside a layer everybody called finished, which leaves one question for tomorrow. How many other pieces of your pipeline are sitting there with 1,000 times still on the table?